Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson save. And today we've got the opening of Season 6 in the Premier League. We've got Palace away and West Brom at home. Before we get into today's episode, as always, if you're enjoying the series, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos that are going to drop, and then follow it up with the bell icon so you're notified every time the video goes live in your sub boxes. We've got Palace and West Brom coming today. We have played and secured our first piece of silverware of the season. We beat Chelsea in the Community Shield. Adolfo and Embolo scoring the goals after 10 minutes, inside the first 10 minutes of the first half. Alvaro Morata scoring with about 4 minutes left in the first half, but the second half was pretty boring, pretty dull, and we came out 2-1 winners. So first piece of silverware in the bag for us today. Since we last met on the in the middle of the transfer window, we haven't made any more signings. No one's gone out either, so the squad, as you saw at the end of last episode, will be the squad that takes us through at least until January, and we do have a little bit of money to play around with. We've got about 33 million to play around with in January if we feel like we need something coming forward. Schedule looks like this. I say West Brom and Palace today, and we've got Brighton at home, and then we've got massive 2 games, City and Chelsea, and then City in the Super Cup. So big games coming forward. But let's get into this first game against Palace away. Tough ask to go away to Selhurst Park at the in the opening day of the season, and this is going to be the lineup that goes to Selhurst Park. So this is the team that goes to Selhurst Park. We've got Rakitic in goal, Van Zanten, Pocconi, Zagadou and Bellew are the back line. We've got Cook and Teixeira in the middle of midfield, just because we picked up a little bit of an injury crisis at the start of the season. Neres is out for about a week. Embolo's out. He'll be back in a couple of days, so he might be back for the West Brom game. Arnie Meyer and Dodo not fully fit, so we need to get them some game time going forward. Marin on that right hand side because of the injuries to Embolo and Neres. Teresiano in behind Fetiarp, and Moise Kean on that left hand side. On the bench, Aya, Henrique, Bridges, Zakaria, Hunt, Maddison and Adolfo. Let's go and get 3 points at the start of the season. 25 minutes gone. Lewis Cook in the middle of midfield. Goes to Pocconi, into Van Zanten. Now Teresiano on the ball, taking it down this right-hand side, but being pressed by a couple of Palace men. And Van Zanten and Cook exchange passes back to Pocconi. Good press here from Palace, having to make us work, and we have to try and force it forward, and we do. Fetiarp out to Moise Kean, into Teixeira, through to Teresiano, and Teresiano scores. He's been fantastic for us in the first 2 games of the season against Chelsea in the Community Shield, and now here, and he assisted in that game, but he scored in this one. Kean and Arp finding the ball through to Teixeira, into Teresiano. He's left-footed. It was on that side. He just pinged it. Top corner. 1-0 to Newcastle. Half-time comes round and, had the better of that first half. As you can see, 8 shots to their 3, 2 on target to their 1, and a bit more possession as well. Front 4 or 5 not playing the best. I'm just going to say far from pleased with what I've seen out there. Need a little bit more from these players. I know it's only the first game of the season, but we need to set our standards now and hopefully push on from here. Teresiano down this left-hand side, goes past his man like he's not even there, and another one into Fetiarp, takes a touch, goes for goal, hits the post, and Boyata gets that ball clear, but Teresiano just ghosted past 2 Palace players like they weren't even there. Marin with the outswinger, trying to find a black and white shirt. Moise Kean's there. He drills one home, and he gets his first goal of the season. First goal for the club, and it's 2-0. 2 new boys coming in and scoring the goals. Marin whipping that ball in. Maya gets that ball clear. Kean just picks it up, and he just drills one into that far corner. Palace 0, Newcastle 2. Coming into the hour mark now, Fetiarp picking up a loose pass, goes for goal, hits the crossbar now, and Alton gets that ball clear. Fetiarp been really unlucky with a couple of chances he's had today. 25 minutes left, and is it going to be Palace's turn to come forward? They go long, but Van Zanten cuts that ball out and finds Marin, into Teresiano, into Cook, and now Teixeira, lovely turn, and he runs at the defence, finds Moise Kean on that left-hand side, gets the ball in, can't quite find Fetiarp, and Angus Gunn comes out and collects the ball and fires it high up the pitch, but Van Zanten does well. Into Fetiarp. Can he score this time? No, he can't. Oh, Fetty, you'd have put your house on him scoring from that distance, but not to be. Amarich with a free kick goes for goal, high and wide. 2 changes made, Arp off for Adolfo. Zakaria coming on for Teixeira, picked up a little bit of a knock. Not going to risk him early on this season. Final 5 minutes, still 2-0. Aaron on that right-hand side cuts in, trying to find Adolfo, but well cleared by the defender. And that is going to be it. Full-time whistle goes. Really, really professional display from these Newcastle lads. 2 new boys coming in, scoring the 2 goals. Simone Teresiano scoring the first goal after 25 minutes. And then Moise Keane just after the break, putting it to bed. 2-0 to Newcastle. We now go on to West Brom and we go to St James's Park. Here we go then, second game of the episode against West Brom, and we're back at St James's Park. The back 5 keep their places after that clean sheet against Palace. Cook and Zakaria in the middle because of the injuries to Teixeira and Maya not fully fit, so really good backup to have is Dennis Zakaria with Lewis Cook. Mbolo comes back in on that right-hand side. Moise Keane drops to the bench. Denisiano keeps his place, as does Fetty Arp, and Marin just moves from that right-hand side to the left-hand side. On the bench, Aya, Enrique, Teixeira, Maya, Keane, Madison, and Adolfo. Let's submit that team and see if we can get 2 wins from 2. Half an hour gone. First highlight goes the way of West Brom, but we tackle up the pitch. Now Teresiano in on that back line, but Chris Smalling comes in and puts a stop to it straight away. Sedgwick goes back to Sam Johnson. They hoof it forward. Van Zanten brings that ball down into Teresiano again and cuts inside into Fetiar. Quick ball to Brilliant Bolo. He comes back from his injury layoff, scores his 2nd goal of the season, breaks the deadlock here against West Brom, and it's 1-0 to Newcastle. Van Zanten brought that ball down really nicely, finds Teresiano in the middle. Just holds that ball up. Quick ball to Brilliant Bolo on his left peg. Fires one past Sam Johnson. 1-0 to Newcastle. Marin just before half-time. Going to get that ball into the back post. Pocone's there, but they do get that ball clear. Zagadou now out to Fetty up on the left-hand side. Tries to find a ball in. Zagadou does find a ball in. Brilliant Bolo at the back post, but heads just over. And that is half-time. 1-0 to Newcastle. Domination here from the Magpies. Liverpool beating Swansea 2-0. City beating Arsenal 2-1. And United beating Leicester 2-0. So all big boys winning at the minute. Going to go into the team talk. Just say things are going well, but you are capable of even better. And just say you weren't that bad. Believe you can improve. Got faith in you. Go out there in the second half and score a few more goals. 5 minutes to go. Cook with the ball at his feet, and it looks like Renato Sanchez gone straight through him. He's already on a yellow card. He's going to get sent off. West Brom down to 10 men now. 25 minutes to go. And it's Bellau with the throw-in, finds Arnie Meyer, cuts inside, goes for goal and fires one past Sam Johnson, past him before he even knew it. Arnie Meyer came on for Dennis Zakaria in the second half and scores his first goal of the season. And very, very adaptable midfield we've got now. But pretty much all players can play either as the box-to-box or as a deep line playmaker. And Arnie Meyer, what a shot. 2-0 Newcastle. And there we go, full-time whistle goes. Another comfortable 2-0 win. Brilliant Bolo and Arnie Meyer with the goals. An 8.7 for Brilliant Bolo and 8.1 for Arnie Meyer. Back 4, absolutely rock solid again. Everybody over a 7.0, which is absolutely awesome. And say 2 wins from 2 at the start of the season. Let's see where that leaves the league table. So we join 7 other teams with a 100% record. Liverpool, United, City, Brighton, Chelsea, ourselves, Watford and Tottenham. So all of us with 100% record and only 4 goals separating Liverpool from first and Tottenham from 8th. So I think this season is going to be a very, very tight one. Players like Brighton, Watford and even West Ham up there. Everton, Arsenal dropping off down to 13th. We are going to be back with those 2 games against City and Chelsea tomorrow, and then on Saturday or Sunday I'll bring you a one-off special with the European Super Cup against City, and then we'll get straight in to the Champions League stuff next week. But as I said, next episode will be City and Chelsea. But that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you're enjoying everything you see around here. Follow it up with the bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, tomorrow 5:30 we'll bring you City and Chelsea, both in the league. 2 massive games early on in the season. Could see where those 3 teams finish at the end of it. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for watching.